understand Double a little bit better. So let's see. Well, let's analyze them. The organization and management system, or in terms of people and culture. So in your view, what is the characteristics of the management style of Double Love?
Flat.
What is flat? Okay. First of all, it's flat, very flat. What else do we see? Yep. Raise your hand when you say something so that I can see you better. So what is the special characteristics of Double Love management system, or the way they organize the company, manage the organization? What else do you see with Double Love? From the story that you watched from the clips, or from my story? How do they manage the business or manage their team, apart from flat organization?
I think most of them are actually self-managed.
Yeah, they are self-managed. Okay, very interesting. They are self-managed. Organization itself is very flat. Okay. Any other? Maybe the working process or the way they manage the organization. We try to categorize the system into parts. Anything? Anything else? Okay, so I may start from discussing about people and culture first. What do you see for Double Up? What is different from other organizations? The culture of the people. Anything? What is different from your organization? Actually, it's a very simple question. People and culture, organization culture.
They're passionate about their work.
Okay, they're passionate about their work. Passion. Why are they passionate about their work? You don't have passion in your work?
No.
Okay, passion. God. Power of God. Okay. The screen is not that clear. I don't know why.
It's pretty
Okay.
good.
It's okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What else? People, organization, culture. You see in Double. What do they have in terms of HR, human resource management, or people, or culture?
Relaxed
Relaxed. They look relaxed. Why?
because they don't have much segment to report something, like maybe direct boss only.
Okay. The organization is very flat, so the atmosphere look very relaxing. Did they work as much as you?
My boy.
Probably not. Okay, how about the working hour? So let's see again. They wake up in the morning. What do they do next? They pick up the lunchbox, deliver it to the wife, to the husband, chit chat, have lunch, then go back. Okay. What else? About maybe people and culture. Let's summarize the case again before we go to the discussion. What are the difference between other, like let's think about Uber Eats or lineman stops. What are the different with Double Alas members? Cheap, what? The price, very cheap. Okay, why do you think the price is very cheap? Low competitors. Okay, low competitors. Actually, no competitors. Mhm. Okay, so let's see. This is the third factor, the X factor. What does the X factor mean? It's like a secret sauce that only make this company, that only works with this company or that business. The X factor. In terms of Double Allow, The double R business works only in Mumbai, unfortunately. Do you know why? Yeah, just guess. It's pretty difficult to expand to other cities. New Delhi or Bangalore. Why? Why only works in Mumbai?
Is it geography?
Exactly, geography. Can you elaborate more about that?
It looks like Mumbai is built along a peninsula which has a straight north-south train line,
Mm-hmm.
and so they seem to go directly up and down that train line.
Yes. So the train went from north to south. It is very simple, and that also makes the train go punctual.
Mm.
Imagine if Dawalam locates the office in Bangkok, what would happen?
Who are you?
Impossible. Every day traffic jam, we cannot estimate any time.
It'll be dinner service.
It would be dinner service. Okay. What else? Okay. Then let's move to the X factor first then. What makes this business work only in Mumbai? You don't see this business in any other countries or any other cities in India. It is train.
Culture.
The culture. Yes. Can you explain more about this?
Lunchbox culture.
Exactly. Okay. The eating culture, the lunchbox culture. In Thailand, do the wives cook? Yeah, but not every day.
You hope so?
Why
I don't.
lunchbox is very
Never eat
important
my wife food.
for India.
Please don't cook.
I lived in Japan, I went to Korea, and well, wife normally cook, but not as often or necessary like Indian wife or Mumbai wife. Why? Say again?
The wife stays at home and cook it fresh, but now like other developed countries, the wife tend to go out and work.
Right. The housewife, okay, women did not work. Good wife need to stay at home and cook for her lovely husband. First culture. Second, food culture. The religions are so different that it is pretty difficult to eat out, dine out in a typical restaurant like in Thailand. Okay. Any other X factors that you see? What make this business work only in Mumbai? Geography, the train system, the culture, probably around that area. Okay, so let's move back to people. What kind of people work in Damola system organization? Can they read or write?
No.
No, they cannot. Let's read. Here. So imagine that your organization is very flat. In your company, who in this room work for the big company? Raise your hand. Big company, let's say you have more than 1,000 employees in your company. Raise your hand. Okay. Which company are you working for? Toyota. Okay, Toyota. If I say that from tomorrow, I'm going to abolish all the existing system to work in team. You don't have marketing department, you don't have finance department. You sell Toyota Camry, your team. You organize on your own. You buy your own sales. You set your own price. Do you think you can do this in your company? Why? You don't have the knowledge to set the price. Okay. How about other people? What do you think? Why did flat organization work for Double X? Why can't Toyota use this method?
Because it is simple.
Yes, the process, the work is very simple. The work is very simple. But, imagine for Toyota, I can set up the team. I will put the good finance guy, great engineer, and form a team. And let them handle Camry. I'm gonna form another team of this team. And they should have managed on their own. Why could not? What makes the team work so well? What makes Dabala work so well in the same team?
It's homogeneous.
Say again.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. In terms of what?
I remember everyone speaks the same language from the same town, something like this. Maybe same caste or ethnicity.
Okay. They speak the same language. They come from the same village, the same city. Okay. Any other thing that you see people and culture? From Dabalas? Okay, let's move back to organization and management. Anything you want to add on that we can add on here in this box? Organization and management? Yeah, still okay? Are you with me? Or did KFC do something? Probably look black. Okay. Now let's see. The organization is flat and they work in a team because people are homogeneous. Quick question. Why do you think that the Bolas hire people from the same village? Just guess. Why do they want to hire people from the village? They can recruit the homeless or they can recruit any other typical people in Mumbai. Why do they need to ask people from far village to come and work in Mumbai? Yes. Why? Why would trust the local people? Actually, the village they come from is around 200 kilometers far away from Mumbai. So they are not local people in Mumbai. They come from different villages. Why would they need to hire people from that far away?
Branding.
Branding?
Yeah, branding.
Elaborate more on this.
So they just want to brand their brands with same people, same language.
Same people, same language.
So it's very easy for brand awareness.
Could be a good option, but no. The reason is very simple. Why don't they hire Mumbai people? Vinasaya.
Cost
Yeah,
of
it's cheaper. Same, exactly, it's cheaper. Why is it cheaper? Because they cannot read or write. And why do we need to hire illiterate people? It's cheaper. Because it's cheap. Take a look here. Why do we need to use a train? Okay. So the first value that you've seen, that there are some mechanism here that they try to do in order to reduce the cost as much as possible. So tell me, if you order a lot of food delivery, which company delivers the lowest cost?
I have no idea.
GrabFood, Uber Eats, or Grab, probably Grab. Or in terms of transportation service, okay, let's ask it like this. For airline services, which airline offer you the lowest cost? The lowest price? AirAsia, probably AirAsia. Normally for service business, if the price of service is very low, how about the quality of service?
Low.
Also low.
Low quality as well. Okay? And for GrabFood, if the price is so low, a lot of people order at the same time, what happens? Can they deliver to you on time? No. And look at here. The price is very cheap. This is not the only value that Double Up tried to make. What is another pillar?
Accuracy.
Accuracy. Very good. Accuracy. How could they make their work? How could they work accurately? the wage is so low?
Let's do the same thing day in, day out, never change.
Actually, the job is very routine. It's very routine. If you think about this, the wife, do the wife hire the Bola for one time per year? No, they hire them monthly and use the service every month, every year. So even the Bola cannot read, but they work in the same booth, they continuously, repetitively doing this work, so they can master this. And this is another reason why we cannot use the system in Thailand or in Bangkok. We cannot hire illiterate people who work as, well, in Uber Eats. It's too complicated for them. Okay, accuracy. So the routine work make accuracy. And why work with them? Because, okay, see this arrow. It worked because it's illiterate and it linked with the cheap cost. Okay. So that is the second pillar, accuracy and cheap. Is there any other factors that make this job, that help them make Double work accurately? If you have no choice in your life, you cannot read or write, your job did not pay you that well, and you are high and so low, you need to do the same job every day, won't you get bored? Think about the blue-collar workers in Thailand. How could they maintain this high quality of service? Okay, yes, the God. Here we are. They see what they work for God. So from now on, I'm going to tell Toyota people, hey, you must believe in God. Does it work for your company? Probably not. Why only Double work with the God system? Because they come from the same village. They're homogeneous. So they believe, they share a similar belief. They believe in God. This links to accuracy. What did you see here? Did you see the reason why your idea did not work for them? Can anyone tell me that? Summarize that here. Why Double whose 90% of people that are illiterate decide to decline Thailand's Smart Business School students' idea? Why? It's not a routine work. The idea that you propose is really, really great. It probably make a lot of profit, but it did not fit with the organization. What else did you see? Why Double decide to decline your idea? Is expensive. What is expensive?
For many services, maybe they have to develop something that gives a lot of money.
That is what? Use a lot of fun, use a lot of money, and your organization did not have that enough money to do this. Probably yes. Okay, let's think about this. Imagine that Double want to try grocery shopping. What will happen? Mistakes. They will make a lot of mistakes. Even though it probably made a lot of profit, but why did they decide to decline this? Because it did not fit here. Accuracy. How about membership? Discount or give some free service. It looks very tempting. Say again, Dr. Fong? No need. Why?
It's a must.
Yeah, it's a must. You use it every day, and it's actually already cheap enough. Double try to do everything in order not to increase the cost. That is another reason why they decide to use bicycle. and train in order to reduce the cost as much as possible. So if they do something that increase the cost for the customers, they will decline this, including the lunchbox. I'm sorry, Nachaphone and your team's idea. The lunchbox. It will help them carry more and more lunchboxes. But does it have any specific meaning? Adding any significant meaning to them? They already deliver to the customers accurately in a cheaper price. Do they need a new lunchbox? And this may cost the customers higher cost. So they decide to decline this. Complimentary. It looked very good. Tea bag, instant coffee. Why did Debola decline this idea? It's actually the same Harvard student's idea, actually. Exactly the same. Why did they decide? Oh, decline. Sorry, it's not routine. And Debola think like this. If I deliver the lunchbox to Caroline, and I need to spend 1 more minute for making a cup of tea to you, I may deliver the lunchbox to other customers late. So I decided to throw these opportunities away. So in the end, to summarize this, there are a lot of opportunities, including the advertisement idea. Actually, Unilever get contact with Debola. Your idea is actually the same with Unilever. And they asked Debola, but maybe your idea is a little bit smarter. Because Unilever asked Debola to put the leaflet in the lunchbox and deliver it to the housewife and husband. But Debola declined this because they tried it. They actually tried it. But they need to spend time in folding and putting the leaflet in the lunchbox. And that delayed the delivery service. So they declined this opportunity. Okay. So, what did you learn from Debola case? Any other one? What did you learn from Debola case? Did you learn something? I'm sorry. I hope it won't waste your time.
Making value.
Making value?
Making value is not that complicated. Something is very simple.
Okay, thank you. You think that to make the organization very powerful, you need smart people. For this case, this might not be true. Okay, what else did you learn from this case?
Core competency for companies are not clear or not visible from the surface.
Ooh.
Very good. As an outsider, and if I told you a lot of information, I show you the video clip, but the core competency is not that clearly seen from the competitors or from business consultants like you guys. What else did you learn from Debola case? This is not the end of my class, by the way. I still have something to share with you, but I just want to take a break here, short break here. What did you learn from Debola's case?
I think that is good for proposing, but it may not fit to the organization.
Your ideas.
Think about the culture of it.
Okay, great. The typical business ideas are really great for typical organization, but for strong organization, it may not fit it. What else did you learn from Debola case? Different people have different angles and learning objectives. Even I don't know what you learned. I just want to hear from you. Do you think you can build a culture, the company like Debola?
No way.
No way. If we want to build a strong company like this, where should we start? Mumbai. I mean, not the lunchbox, okay? If we want to have or develop this kind of company, where should we start? What makes great company different from good company? Human resource. Okay. So do we need smart people? What resource we have and what we can take from them. Good. What else?
Organizational culture.
Organizational culture. The culture is very, very strong. How can we cultivate this culture in your company, in the organization? If we want, again, I'm going to repeat the question. If we want to build a strong organization, company like Double Lab, what should we do? I will change the question. Why can't your executive make the organization like this? Why normal companies cannot do like this? It looks very simple, and we teach this in Harvard, we teach in Chula. Why can't we see this kind of great company that many nowadays?
Because sometimes the executive will overlook some of the foundations or fundamental of people in different areas, different countries, and that really not make people follow the executive.
Right. This is why we need this course in MBA. Because if we do not teach you this, after graduating, what happened? You're going to go to the company and try to apply what you learned in theories in other classes. Hey, we know that big data is coming. Let's use big data system software. CRM, customer relationship management. I learned from marketing class. Hey, let's make a membership. Yes, it's good. It works in my country. Famous restaurant for single person is a big opportunity. Why shouldn't we do this? Hey, let's go, Ebola. Let's do this. And we have these kind of smart MBA graduate students that try to change the company and find out later that it doesn't work or it didn't make any difference. Because you know what? You guys sees only business opportunities, which is great, which is really great. These are huge business opportunities. Or probably threats that you've seen and you try to prevent them. Safety policy, employee fringe benefit, this is a good idea as well. But if you don't have a strong core enough, and if you're not consistent or truly protect this idea, what will happen? You're going to compromise to the business opportunities. Hey, Unilever gave us a lot of money. Why shouldn't we? And you conduct feasibility study, and you got high ROI, high NPV. Yeah, let's go for it. And you shake hands with Unilever. It's a short-term profit that you will gain. Did you see that? But great company try to protect this. If you think that I'm telling you the case of very old company, old-fashioned, and it may not work with your company, so let's analyze another international brand, IKEA. Do you think IKEA is copied by other brands? Probably yes. Probably yes. Have you ever seen any IKEA store in any other countries?
Yes.
How about the copycat? We're in Thailand. Who copied IKEA? A lot. Any cheap brands. Okay. The quick question is, why could IKEA still growing? They just sell simple furniture to all of the world. Do you think the design of IKEA can be copied easily? Super easy. But why this company is still existing for more than 60 years? So let's think about the core business of IKEA. For Double Lot, the core business is accuracy and cheap price. What is the core business of IKEA?
Simplicity.
Simplicity. Okay.
Team.
Here we are.
Very strong.
Simplicity. Only that? Simplicity. Who said that?
I did.
Okay, what do you say?
Feelings. Something emotional.
Okay, emotional.
Scandinavian style.
Scandinavian style. I love you guys. Scandinavian design and something emotional. Okay. Any other guess?
Low cost.
Low cost.
Combination of Japanese and Scandinavian.
Okay. Let's see here. Simplicity. Can other companies copy this?
Yeah.
Scandinavian design,
Yeah.
low cost,
Yeah.
yeah. Chinese company, a lot. Emotional, I don't know what emotional. We can copy this. Okay. The brand, okay, the brand. How about this one? Simplicity and low cost, can we copy this?
Yeah.
Why won't everyone copy IKEA? It's a great business. Don't wait for the answer from me. My role is to make you think. So let's take a look here. The very first answer that come up is simplicity. Question: why did IKEA adore simplicity?
Cut the cost.
To cut the cost. Okay, we got back to cheap again. Cut costs. In order to cut costs, apart from simple design, what did IKEA do?
DIY.
Okay, very good. Oh, by the way, do you know the IKEA? Sorry, I didn't confirm you. Do you know IKEA? Okay, Jacob, not sure. IKEA is actually. Do you really mean it?
IKEA there? We have IKEA.
Okay, sorry. DIY. Why did they need to make people assemble their own furniture? Because they want to save costs. DIY. In order to make people assemble their own furniture, what did IKEA do?
Good instruction.
Good instruction. The manual. You need to prepare the manual. What else did IKEA do for DIY? How to make you assemble your chairs on your own.
They charge some additional charge for you to buy for assemble or delivery.
Okay, you can pay more. And that is that really especially work in Thailand and not in other countries. In other countries, people are really happy in assembling
Yeah.
their own chairs and
I think
furniture.
it's like playing with Legos,
Yeah.
right? People like to construct the things. Maybe they have a stronger emotional attachment to something that they built themselves.
Yeah, and there's a research supporting that. And people will feel that the IKEA chair is actually more beautiful than the chair sold in the market because they assemble on their own. Okay, side talking, sorry. Okay, let me spoil you a little bit.
Oh, please spoil me.
IKEA actually announced their core business in the website. So what is that? Ta-ta-ta. Okay, yes. We share a business idea to offer a wide range of well-designed, functional home furnishing products at prices so low that as many people as possible will be able to afford them. That's it. And they review their strategy on the website. Why don't any other companies could completely copy them? To summarize this, there are actually two parts of IKEA strategy. First one,
Simplicity plus functionality.
cheap price. I would say reasonable price, cheap price. The other thing is good design, which Napat almost get it, all of it right. Cheap price and good design. But again, why can't we copy this? Because in order to save costs for DIY, IKEA think about the packaging. And they think about this. How can make you carry your lovely chair back home and assemble easy as much as possible? So they design stackable packaging so that you can bring your chair, your table back home and assemble on your home. So here is the packaging design here. The packaging. So in order to do this, they need to hire a designer. But not only for DIY, how they can save costs. Actually, IKEA did not have stock. They turned the stock to be like a supermarket. So you can go and pick your furniture on your own. So they do not need to hire a lot of staff to serve you. So there's a code system. Have you been to IKEA? Okay. So they have a system, the code system, that you need to take note of the code and go to find in the storage, the code system. What else did they have? The good design. What is the special characteristics of IKEA design apart from simplicity? It's actually from which country?
Sweden.
Swedish design. Sweden design. And what makes it so special? If you've been to Scandinavian countries, you will see that the night is so long. It went dark around 4 p.m. So people have nothing to do except from staying in their home. So they really need to decorate their home to look cozy, to make it cozy enough so that people can spend good time, relaxing time in their home. That's why I think they consume a lot of candles and great furniture in their home. Where do you come from?
Australia.
Ah, okay. Swedish. Australia have a lot of great nature.
It's always sunny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always sunny. So that's different from Swedish design. So Swedish design, they come up with colorful, playful, but good function of design. There are more of elements than this that you looked at already. So
It's true. It's true.
again, if you want to copy IKEA, what do you need to copy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Many things.
A lot of things. And this is a system that support IKEA core business. But how does this system happen? Did Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA, think about this in the beginning? The answer is no. They don't think about this at all. He just feels frustrated that why the furniture price is so high. But he is the only one who really strived until the last that he wanted to reduce costs. So he changed the storage into the showroom. And that's at the beginning of IKEA. And then how can I reduce further cost, further price for the customers? Hey, let's do DIY. And then they do some DIY furniture. How I can make the customers DIY, do it yourself, the furniture easier, manual, packaging, these comes later. But after 60 years of not changing your core value, this small piece start to getting assembled more and more until your competitors cannot copy you anymore. So today we study in a deeper level than just core competency. To build the core competency takes time, but to decide your core, your standing point, is even more challenging. Why? Because for normal business, when you've seen business opportunity, you decide to jump out of your zone, of your standing point, and go for the new opportunities. And you forgot that what you stand for. But for IKEA, within these 60 years, they never changed. Even though they saw some new business, the luxurious Chinese people are decorating their home, IKEA did not care. They just try to strive for the best for their own zone, their own area. Do you have any questions until now? I did not finish my class yet, and you have something here. Don't be happy yet. Any questions about this first? Are you okay? You sure? Okay. So next step. Why don't other companies believe in that standing for the, well, in business term, we call value proposition. Value proposition. Okay, let me write it down. So that you feel a little bit better that, hey, this is actually MBA. It's a business term. What is value proposition? The value that you propose, that you give to the market, to the customers, or to the society. But to make it simpler, is it the answer to the question, why does you do this business? Why do you do this business? Why do you do this business? If you read Simon Sinek Start With Why, that one, value proposition. Why do you do this business? Do you have idea why do you work for your company right now? To earn money. So that I can buy clothes, I can buy cars, I can buy a house. That's good if you're employees, but if you're a founder of a business, think about this carefully. If you start from making a business because you want to gain profit, what will happen? I didn't say that. Worst case, it's probably bankrupt. But you will keep changing your value proposition, or you didn't even know why you're making business for, what for. So if I change the way to explain about value proposition, I'm going to ask you, tomorrow, if your company did not exist in the world, is there anyone in trouble? If your company did not exist tomorrow, but disappear from the world, is there anyone get in trouble? If the answer is no, it's okay if my company is gone. Somebody can do with it. It means that you do not contribute anything to the society. And it means that the profit, the sales growth will not be that good for the company like that. So think about that. If tomorrow you don't have Google, what happened?
Bing.
Have to use Bing.
Bing? You sure?
Yeah. It's okay for Japan.
If tomorrow
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
line application is gone, what will you do? What's that? If tomorrow SCG was gone, what will you do? Fine. So if your company is really important to a lot of people, the higher value you are, this will reflect in your revenue, in your sales growth, in your profit. That is the first step. That all MBA professors know and teach you. But the second step that I want to teach you in the last 30 minutes is that if we know this, why don't we keep this? Why won't we keep this? We're going to go back to Japanese cases. How did they maintain that business for so long? The answer is the Japanese business did not do only value proposition, but they design from the even higher level, and we call it
Quite clear, yeah.
Amazing.
What is it?
Amazing. The first person who write the kanji very well.
I have no idea about this. This is the title of my book, remember this? Okay, so buy this. Okay,
Damien.
Japanese people have the business philosophy. It's like the Dabbawalas and their God.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
If you think that we cannot build this in your company, this is not true. For Japanese companies, well, for successful Japanese companies, they have this business philosophy and they try to do everything in order to retain this philosophy. It's like developing the culture or religion inside the company. And when they encounter with the business decision, they will go back and revise that business philosophy. Whether the new opportunity go along well with the philosophy or not. If not, they will decline the business opportunity. Let me give you one example. Yoshi, which company are you working for?
Mitsubishi Estate.
Just kidding, just kidding. It's a big, very big company. But Mao, what is your vision?
It's like to provide the pleasure to the people who live in the city.
Did your boss mean that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know this company?
Yep.
Okay. Fukujuen. Fukujuen is a tea company that lasts for 200 years. This is the CEO. This is me.
So old.
And
He's also 200 years.
yeah, that's what it shows.
Since the beginning.
He is the 8th generation.
Oh. He is safe. Okay.
Normally, in the business world, we say that the business normally aims within the third generation. But this is the 8th generation, and he's going to pass to the 9th generation. This is just only 200 years. So what is that business philosophy? The business philosophy is trying to maintain the tea culture. It's not that cool, philosophy it's not that cool. It's very abstract to maintain the 1,000-year culture of drinking tea. That's it. That's that business philosophy. But the important thing is not to make the rename, the philosophy, so cool, but how well you really believe and maintain your business philosophy. So in the past, Fukujuen make tea leaf like this in the can. Make tea leaf that people enjoy drinking tea. It's a premium tea brand. I would say that luxurious tea brand. Product look like this. It's very expensive. And one day, another beverage company called Suntory approached Fukujuen and asked whether or not they would collaborate with Fukujuen to make ready-to-drink tea. If you are the CEO of this company, would you accept this deal? By the way, it's millions of yen. Imagine that at that time, Japanese people need to boil water in order to make tea. But this brand would try to make a bottled tea like we have now for Ichiban Oishi green tea. It's a big deal, it's a big opportunity. And Suntory people tell Fukujuen CEO that if we're successful in doing this, you work with me, partner with me, you're gonna win, get a lot of money. Because Japanese people are so busy that they don't want to make tea on their own for their modern lives. If you're a CEO of Fukujuen, what will you do? Accept the deals or decline the deals? So the CEO went back, revised that philosophy, and asked himself, did he really cultivate the drinking culture by launching this product? And the answer is no. He declined Suntory. He declined millions of yen opportunity. But Japanese people are Japanese people. For Suntory, they do not give up quickly. And they asked the reason of Fukujuen CEO, why did you decline these huge opportunities? we may work with other Japanese tea company. Aren't you afraid of that? And well, this has actually happened during the 8th generation of the CEO. So he told the Suntory green tea manager that I decline because it conflicts with my business philosophy. And Suntory people asked, what is your business philosophy? I want to prolong and maintain this drinking culture of tea ceremony to make Japanese people enjoy drinking tea. But Suntory said that, okay, you decline my deal because you're afraid that if we make instant tea, people would not make tea anymore, right? But think about that right now, people are super busy, they start to tell the same story. People are very busy and they don't want to make tea. But I promise you one thing, that the instant tea, the ready-to-drink tea that we would develop together would taste exactly the same with Japanese tea that we make. And this is what really makes the CEO feel more relieved, because he's afraid that if he said yes to Suntory, the instant tea would not taste good, and people would think that tea tastes bad and they would hate tea. So after they agree with the deal, they spent 3 years in order to develop this product. It's not difficult to make ready-to-drink tea, but it's so difficult to make the tea taste really good. Did you get this? And this became the product called Iemon Cha. If you go to Japan, you will see it everywhere. And they will write the name here, Kyoto Fukujure. Try this when you go to Japan. But what will you do as a CEO after you got a huge money from Suntory? Buying Mercedes-Benz, buying your own jet plane? And this is how Fukujure spend the money. They develop a flagship store. I think it's 8-story building. And in each building, they let people enjoy making a green tea, the matcha, on their own. They really want to send this culture to the younger generation by letting them try, experience, and still enjoy making teas on their own. What else do they do? Young people do not want to drink Japanese tea. It doesn't look cool for themselves. And the value of tea is decreasing. People do not think it's cool anymore. Think about, in Thailand, think about Nam Chap Liam. Did you get that? The herbal drink tea. No, it looks not that fashionable. So this is how Fukujure decided to do. They decided to launch French restaurant. French cuisine looked very fabulous, upscaling, luxurious, and they use all the ingredients with tea. They use tea in all every ingredients. And in the last course, they serve tea and explain people how great tea is. This is how they gradually try to tell and educate the Japanese young generation to still love tea and drink tea. So it still goes along well with their business very well. This is how they expand the business. They have a very clear standing point, standing zone on their own, and then this is how they expand the business. So that is only the first part of my lecture. Philosophy, what you believe, what you truly believe, and no matter what happens, you really need to protect this, as if it is your religion. Some of you believe in the God of Canaan. You don't eat beef. Same thing to the business. No matter how your friend lawyer, Kobe beef is really good, you say, no, the God is watching me. I'm not doing that. I do the same thing. Okay? Any questions about this? Okay. The second part, after you have philosophy, we go to the second part. I'm sorry. You guys really impressed me, so I talk too much. Key success to sustainability. The first one, have your own business philosophy. Second one, good relationship. Good relationship. In MBA courses, you'll learn about stakeholders. So these are 5 stakeholders of the company: supplier, employee, society, shareholders, customers. For successful companies, which stakeholder is the most important? Customers. In real life, who do your companies adore most or prioritize? Shareholders. For sustainable business, neither are correct. The very first person that we need to pay attention to is you, employees. What happened? Let's take a look. How do you view employees if you're a CEO of the company? You want to hire a lot of good people, smart people. For a normal company, they think that employee is like a labor cost. So if you ask, oh, HR manager, I want to apply for MBA Chula. Please support me, education fee. What would they say? You didn't even want to try because they know that it's impossible. Okay. The company view employee as a labor cost. How about supplier? How did your company select suppliers? Price, no, quality probably. We perceive that the suppliers account for material costs, and we try to save, negotiate as much as possible. If you deal with Tesco Lotus, you will know that they are really serious about negotiating price. How about customers? Yeah, we need to please customer. We even have a word called customer first. But if customer want 10 things, you may think that, yeah, I'll do this for you, but not for this. We need to think about a cost balance. How about society and shareholders? Society, we know that we need to do CSR, corporate social responsibility, because of the law it forces us to do so, because we need to take responsibility, or someone. It's a fashion nowadays. So in the end, this is a question I want to ask you. For a normal company, why do they need to run the business? What is the objective of the business like this? They try to calculate everything, think this is a cost, because they want to maximize profit. And you learn this in finance course, which Ajahn Pai probably teach you somewhere. Lower the cost as much as possible, increase the revenue so that we can make a profit. Did you learn that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong? That's not wrong, but that's not the only right thing. So let me introduce you to one great company, which I think Tsuyoshi would not know. Okay. This is the company office. It looks very green. The company is called Ina Food Industry. Do you know this, Tsuyoshi? Yeah, I guess right. It's a seaweed company, gelatin company, Ina Food Industry. So the goal, they claim it clearly that we would not want to make profit. But our philosophy is very, very boring for me. Boring. Because the philosophy is we want to be a good company. That's it. So the philosophy of the company is not that cool phrase that you're looking for. And I went there actually, and I was shocked. That's it? The company? And they said, yeah, we want to be a good company. They look excited. Okay, and they explained to me, in terms of good company, we mean that if you call a taxi driver to ask them to send you to this company, and the taxi driver tell you, oh, okay, you want to go to Ina Food Industry? This is really good company. And that is the meaning. Everyone thinks that they are a good company. So these are few activities that they do. Staff or employees. Every 2 years, all the employees, 500 staff, go together to travel overseas. If they come to Thailand, they will stay in a hotel like Peninsula Hotel, Hilton. what will HR manager tell you? How much? That's the very first question they'll ask. But this company invests a lot in the people because they believe that if people travel a lot, not only executives, but everyone, they will learn a lot of new things and come back and contribute to the society. Oh, sorry, to the company. They have a medical checkup, which is they check out more details than other people. And there are a lot of benefits and welfare, including the nice garden. The most beautiful scenery spot of this company is not the executive room, but is the canteen, so that everyone can feel relaxed when eating lunch or dinner here. The starting point of this business is not that good, actually. They almost get bankrupt until the current president became the CEO. He was from the banking business. And business is not that good, the company. So he didn't have much cash flow. He didn't have, much cash in the pocket. And there's one big decision. One employee get injured because of the machine. And in order to increase safety, they need to invest all the money that they have to buy the new machine. The first choice. The second choice, spend this last amount of money in looking for the new market and try to make a profit. If you were a CEO, how would you decide which way you would go? In the end, the CEO decided to decline to find a new market and go to buy the new machine in order to make the company good for employees first. You may think that, yeah, this is a good story. But if you're a CEO one day and you have a decision like this, you know how hard it is. Could you imagine that you spend the last sum of money for your employees, not to maintain the business? But it turns out that the employees, everyone was so shocked with this decision, and they became together better, and they thrived so much that in the end, the business is improving better and better. That's a side story, okay? But I want to show you how they really treat the company, the people good. With suppliers, this is in Thai, you may shop. When they meet with suppliers, they do not negotiate the price. If the product is good and the good quality, they would not negotiate the price, and they would not ask the supplier to decrease the price for them. They're even willing to teach the know-how and educate the suppliers. And if the suppliers, like the seaweed company, want to use this know-how to other companies, they're okay with that. If you were CEO, would you do this? Not only that, it's not a very crazy company. With communities, they plant gardens, they have a lot of beautiful restaurants, beautiful flower garden, and people can come and visit and use it for free. When I went there are two old ladies walking into the company, go to the tap water and fill the tank with the water because the water here is from the mountain. Could you imagine that there are some old strange ladies that come into your office and drink tea from your bottle? This is how companies really want to exist and live well with the community. There are 10 rules that every employee needs to remember. I'm sorry, it's in Thai, but I'll try to translate for you. First one, do not overproduce. Even though the market is growing so fast, do not overproduce. Why? Because the employees could not have a good rest, and it's not a good company for employees. If you work too much, it will harm your health. That is a CEO's thought. Apply that to everyone. You're working too hard. Second, always develop good products. Third, try to sell the product in a normal price. Do not discount. Fourth, develop customer-centered products. Fifth, keep the factory, the garden clean. They add this to the rules. 6, use attractive packaging and advertisement. 7, do some social activities. Contribute something to the society. 8, pay attention to suppliers, treat suppliers well. Do not negotiate the price too much. 9, make everyone understand the company philosophy. Number 10, keep the 9 rules above.
Huh.
So these are 10 rules that they have. Is there any rule that is particularly special for you? Except for number 1, do not overproduce. But other rules are super, super normal. And again, I was shocked and asked them, that's it? And they said, yeah. Because it's normal, that's how hard it is to maintain this, to retain this. So until here, you may think that, can this business survive? Is the business doing well? And it turns out that the profit is a result. This company's profit increased 48 years consecutively, growing every year. And it's been running for 60 years now. Every year, growing and growing. This is a result from training people as well. So it seems that they spend a lot of money to employees. They spend a lot of money, the cost would be higher because they pay more to suppliers. But what would they get? Let's think a little bit here. What do they save and what do they spend? So the company is here, Enough Food. They train employees a lot. They treat employees so well. This is a very high cost, right? Not only that, they also educate the suppliers. They pay suppliers at a very good price. And that, again, the cost is higher, probably higher than other gelatin companies. For customers, they try to deliver good product. Okay, I'll keep it simple here. So, the cost is so high, and you know what? The companies in the same industry, around half of them already gone from this market because they could not survive. But this company is still growing every year. The business model seems a little bit weird. Let me ask you, when you spend a lot of money more on employees, what do you get in return?
Higher loyalty.
Higher loyalty, very good. Retention rate. What else did you get from employee?
Higher production.
Higher production rate, you mean efficiency? Okay. Higher quality of products, right? Loyalty, quality, efficiency. How a supplier, when you give them good price, what do you get back in return?
Same thing.
Something?
Same things.
Okay, same thing. Loyalty, quality, efficiency. Why won't your company do the same thing? Why won't your company do the same thing? Why do you still have purchasing department so that you can negotiate a lot with suppliers? Okay, so let's think another piece of paper. For a normal company, you need to negotiate a lot with suppliers. You save costs for material, but what did you pay? What did you pay? What did you lose? You save material costs, you change suppliers quickly, in order to save costs as much as possible? What did you lose? Any guess?
Maybe you lose as a partner of the person that can eventually be people,
Mm-hmm.
like a relationship partner.
Same thing? Same point. Okay, you lost relationship. Why relationship is so important for you?
Trust.
What else you say? Yeah, trust. And what you get from relationship and trust? What do you get from, treating suppliers well? You have good trust, strong relationship. What do you get? Yeah, good quality of materials, good products, good quality. But if you treat them badly, what will happen to the suppliers? They may not care about sending you good materials. And what is the effects of this? Bad, defect products. And if it leads to customers, what happened? What did you lose? Brand recognition, recall. Okay. How about employees? Normal company will not send you to MBA program. Will not support your tuition fee. They try to save costs. They will not bring you to travel abroad. Only executives. They'll bring you to Pattaya. Right? They try to save costs. What did they lose? Do you want to work for this company for so long? Live would be great. Do you want to try hard for this company? Yeah. You want to change, and right now, some of you already decide that after getting MBA degree, you will start a new job. Is that your thinking, right? That's what my experience.
Not even finished.
Loyalty. Again, look at here. Quality of work, efficiency. Okay, last point for me. I know you're super tired, but I definitely want you to get this. Why none of the MBA programs? Why no one teach you this? Your finance professor, your accounting professors, your marketing professors, why don't no one tell you this? But if you take a look at MBA textbook, they will not show you this model. The most important reason that we will not teach you this because we cannot measure it. We cannot measure it, we cannot predict it. We cannot calculate ROI or NPV. So we try only to see the visible cost. That is labor cost, supplier cost, material cost, that we can calculate. And no one think about this. How do you measure employee loyalty? If I invest in Khun Jae for 100 or million baht, how much Khun Jae will return to me? Nothing can guarantee. And why should I invest for Khun Jae? As to treat him normally. That's the normal business person thing. And that's why we need this course. Some of you may not feel comfortable with this because it's a super new concept. And it's a very, I would say, Eastern philosophy, Oriental philosophy. Because we adore more of our relationship rather than calculating and logical thinking. That's the Asian way of thinking. But great companies, no matter what country it's from, apply this concept. I think I'll stop here.
Good job.
Any questions?
How do you measure the longer?
How do you measure? The answer is why do you need to measure this?
If you compare your great company and the body great company, how can you compare with the same US?
We cannot calculate this is from, I'm sorry to say this, but it's from a gut feeling of the CEO. And they invest it without expecting anything in return. They just give it to the employees, give it to the supplier. That's a hard thing for normal business people.
So that's why it's not popular.
SCG is actually doing this, but not in the hardcore level like the company that I told you. But your company is doing pretty good.
I'm quite sure.
They treat you well, they educate you well, they train you well. The fringe benefits is really good. That's what I've seen.
So how do
Not my
you,
stuff.
how do you know if you like given it all and you think you would get
Show you my-
loyalty from employees, like how would you mentioned that the company just like give it, but like how would you know that you would get the
If you do it by expecting something in return, it will not be sincerity. Or I'm talking in a very illogical way. But it just reflects how you care for your staff, for your subordinates. Okay, think about that. Do you have boyfriend? Girlfriend? No? Fine from here? Okay, anyway. If you do something and calculate, did you calculate, okay, I'm going to bring this girl for a day. And I treat her 3,000 baht. And I expect that she would do something bad for me. Did you do that? No. So we do the same thing to the employees.
Okay.
And that's a challenging part of this way of doing the business. But you don't need to go to the extreme level like the company that I tell, but just treat the employees better and make them happy. That's the only policy that you think about, consider about. Treat them well, make them have enough holidays, for example. The salary is not too low. Educate them, train them, make them feel that they're growing every year. That's the minimum level, I would say.
Never.
So because I'm just talking on my perspective as an employee, because the company already provided all of that, so like I don't really feel like loyal. So
Because-
I mean like it's like it's also like individual, so like on the company perspective, I want to check.
Because the company did not tell you the philosophy or the reason why you work for. Why are you working for?
Wow.
They didn't know that. But for Google employees, for Apple staff, they believe that they're going to change the world. And the company keep telling them like that. Or Disney. Okay, one great example of the company that do this kind of things, but they're not organized in the framework like this, is Disneyland. Disney make every employee believe that they are developing a land of dream for everybody. The pay is not that good, actually, it's just normal rate compared to other companies. But people feel very motivated for working with them. That's why I start with philosophy first. Why do you work with them? That's a very important thing for the company. Good question. The company give you everything, salary, fringe benefits, but you do not feel fulfilled because you don't know why you're working. And they do not communicate this. Okay, another level, if you know why of your company, the purpose of the company, next step, it will be easier for you to attract new grads or new staff. Because people will not choose your company because of salary anymore. They will choose because they want to do something. Think of Sijan Cosmetics for Thai brand. Now Sijan announced that they want to make Thai cosmetics become a global level. And they really want to change people's perceptions toward Thai brand. And this sounds very challenging for a lot of young Thai people. That even though the salary is not that high compared to other companies, I think more than hundreds of people apply for the position. Every time the CEO announced that he want to hire new grads. This is a quick example.
Sounds
you.
great.
Okay, I know you're super tired. I can see from your faces. But this is just the start of this course. And again, it's not the course that teach you ethics, that you need to be honest. You cannot tell a lie, you cannot eat beef. It's not a course like that. Nor it's not a course about CSR, corporate social responsibility. When you go to Sampran, Riverside, you'll see the real person who are really passionate about doing this and change the business model, contribute to the society, as well as sustaining his business. And look at his face closely. He really look passionate and happy. Observe from him, learn from him. Okay, if you have any questions or further discussion, I'm here. Feel free to talk with me after class. Thank you so much and hope you have a great trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.